In this video, we're talking about the 5 biggest bits of news that happened in crypto all through last week, and we touch on the fallout of the Super Bowl. Let's get it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Crypto Postman channel, where we give you all the news and the juice happening in the crypto and blockchain industry. If you're yet to subscribe to the channel, it will mean a lot to us if you smash that subscribe button. You can like this so that the word gets out. And without wasting any further time, let's get right into it. Number one, we remember that Elon Musk wore a very memorable shirt to the Super Bowl. And because of that shirt and the things that happened as a result of that shirt, which sort of had a very cool looking Shiba Inu on it, just accidentally, the price of Dogecoin spiked about 5%. But maybe it wasn't really the shirt that pumped the price. This tweet was posted alongside a picture of Elon in a private box with the owner of Fox News, Rupert Murdoch. And the question was, what do you think they're talking about? To which Elon Musk responded, Dogecoin. And up the price went. I don't know if it's good for the industry that one man sort of still has all this power to pump and dump a coin with just a tweet, but it is what it is. That particular spike, however, was short-lived as it bounced right off the 200-day moving averages and went back down. However, with the pump in the entire market that happened in the last week, Dogecoin went all the way almost to 10 cents, tapping out at about 0.091 cents before this particular correction. Coming in at number 2, it looks as if Polygon is not giving it a rest. They're not resting on their laurels. It looks as if these guys are actually going for Ethereum spot as the number 1 space in NFTs. Polygon has grown very massively recently, and with the upgrade of the mainnet coming up, as well as the introduction of the ZK EVM, we expect that this particular blockchain will have a lot more traction than it currently does have. But let's talk a bit of figures now. Coming right off the back of the Super Bowl, there were over 1 million Reddit Super Bowl NFTs minted on Polygon. That is astronomical. This particular blockchain is currently the 4th largest in terms of sales when you come to the NFT space, pulling in over 3.3 million US dollars. And what does that mean for the MATIC coin? It means that since the Super Bowl, this particular coin has grown from about 1.14 to over $1.5 in price. If you don't think that's massive, you probably don't understand the space. At number 3, we revisit the Ripple and the SEC case because this case is just so important to all of Cryptopia. We previously did a full video on that, so if you've not seen that or you don't really have the full gist of what's going on between Ripple and the SEC, you can watch that here. But as we wait for news coming out of this particular case, US defense attorney James Phelan has once again called for the resignation of the head of the SEC, Gary Gensler. Gary, I don't know. Depends on how you call it. This, of course, comes in the wake of further SEC crackdown on the crypto industry. I don't know if these guys have a bone to pick with us, but I sure as hell hope they lose or they choke on that bone. I hope nobody dies, but leave us the hell alone, man. Now, unless you've been living under a rock, you know that last week, the SEC started out on the path of suing Paxos over their issuance of the BUSD stablecoin. Now, what seems to be the problem? They're saying that Paxos is doing the same thing they're suing Ripple for. They are issuing unregistered securities. If the BUSD is classified as a security by the SEC and it's allowed to stand, that can be potentially catastrophic for all the stable coins as we know it, because they are not currencies anymore. They are securities. That's a problem. And in at number 4, speaking of Ripple, it seems as though there has been quite some activity on the whale front. The whales are moving and we don't know where they're going. Over the course of the last week, over 500 million XRP has been moved in just 6 separate transactions. Just 6. And in case you don't know what that means, these over 592 million XRP is over 220 million US dollars. And this is sort of being moved covertly, the largest of these particular 6 transactions. I mean, in this transaction, over $88 million worth of tokens were moved, and it was moved from an unknown wallet address to another unknown address. Why these movements are going on, we don't know. We don't know if the whales are preparing for the fallout or I don't know, whatever happens with the summary judgment between between Ripple and the SEC. But there's just something unsettling about this. I don't know. And while we wait without any word, XRP has seen all shades of red. That's the best way to put it. The price has seen all shades of red, and there's little to no news coming out of the courtrooms to distract investors at the very least. It's probably not the greatest time to be holding XRP, but diamond hands. And finally, Binance founder and CEO CZ, as he's usually and fondly referred to as, has finally broken his silence on the whole BUSD Paxos SEC situation. He in fact says that Binance is not responsible or in any way affiliated to the minting or generation of BUSD tokens. This is solely, according to him, he said that this particular coin is solely minted and redeemed by Paxos. I don't know why you're trying to separate yourself from the situation right now. I don't know. But in any case, Paxos has been ordered, or let me say directed, for, just so I don't sound very dictatorial, they have been directed to stop the minting of new tokens by the New York State Department of Financial Services. Now, one thing we know for sure is that whether Binance is directly tied to the minting of the BUSD tokens, or it's solely, on the Paxos and Binance just doesn't have any business with it, we know that when the suit was announced last week, BNB took a tumble. And that just gives you a glimpse into the mind of investors and retail traders. It may not be fact, but a rumor is just enough to set the whole thing in motion, or to set the entire castle crumbling, as was the case with FTX, something that CZ knows a thing or two about. And that's it on today's roundup of last week's big news in crypto. Remember, none of this is financial advice. You should do your own research before making your decisions. But one thing you can do for us is subscribe to our channel if you're yet to subscribe, and smash that like button, ring the notification bell so that you're notified the next time we post. And I will see you in the next video very shortly. Be blessed.